This, yeah. Not today. Alright, so now I hear myself. Now we can get the party damn started up in here. Alright, what's good, YouTube? MG in the house. I don't remember the last time I even talked to you guys on here. But we're gonna talk about this microtransaction situation that's going on. So, a lot of people, for what I've heard, for what have been sent to me, it's been an ongoing onslaught about, Gran Turismo. Basically, they basically shot out for doing microtransactions. Do I agree? To an extent, I agree. The reason being is because basically they're doing something that pretty much every other game is doing. So to me personally, I don't see why it's a big deal. As a gamer who's been fucking gaming since he was, 3 or 4, to see how everything transitioned. Microtransaction has been the epitome of gaming now. Cheat codes don't really exist unless you're playing Grand Theft Auto. Which, by the way, I am going to throw shade. And honestly, a lot of people's complaining about Gran Turismo 7 and their microtransactions. Yet, you have so many DLCs with Grand Theft Auto. And then on top of that, you do the whole thing with the shark cards. And please do not even front that you never shark card you ever did a microtransaction for that, because that's bogus. I'm gonna tell you why. Because you know why? I did microtransactions with Grand Theft Auto 5 and bought some shark cards. Because you know why? Do you see how much some of that stuff costs? Do you see the grind? People are complaining about this grind here in Gran Turismo. Look at this right here. Let's look at my cars. I got 63 cars. There's only one car that I actually did a microtransaction for, and that's this one right here. And that's because, for some reason, I wanted to get it. The BMW. It's whatever. I like it. I was going to tune it up, have fun with it. I think I tuned it up a little bit, but so far, how I collected my cars is basically through the cafe, through the menu book, and with the collection. So these are all the menu book, the books I've completed in Gran Turismo 7. And look, as you see, besides the other stuff, each menu book at least has 3 cars if you complete a race, and if, certain races, and if you place 3rd or higher. So look at all these awesome cars. And I know the selection could be bigger. It could. But you know what? Like they say, something's better than nothing. And then, you need the credits so you could tune up your car. Now, if you've seen some of my videos, I definitely love using my Fairlady Z. Matter of fact, let me pull up my Fairlady Z up in here, because I love my Fairlady Z. That is like one of my... look at that beauty right there. Look at that beauty. Matter of fact, let me turn the tune into my steering wheel. But yeah, back to what I was saying. In all honesty, You know what I'm saying? Everyone's complaining about stuff like, oh, we gotta grind. So what's the point of buying a video game if you're not gonna grind? Like, it takes the fun out of it. Like, there's certain games that, yeah, it's not fun, but you know what? You're spending how much money video games cost nowadays? It costs an arm and a leg now. Basically, a video game now, that could be a freaking utility bill. Straight up. Or you could go, you know, at least buy some snacks or whatever. But, you know, we play games, we buy them because we're gamers. But the fact that people is on this onslaught about, you know, Gran Turismo, like the cars is too expensive. First of all, if you want those cars and you're doing the microtransactions, that is on your own accord. Like me personally, I would play these little tournaments, get my money up, and then do it. I don't care how long I gotta play because, you know, at the end of the day, you know, you're practicing anyway to get better at this game. So, yo, you could go play in tournaments for that real money. Because they do tournaments. I've seen them. It looks pretty fun. I've actually did an online race. I thought that was interesting. How did I do? I was doing good at first and I got crappy. I think I ended up in 7th or 8th place. It was one of the two. But I'm going to practice some more when I have the time because I play other games too. But like I said, I don't really see why everyone's getting so into their feelings about it. I understand it's money, you spending your money, but at the end of the day, that's your choice whether you're going to spend it or not. Me personally, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it because I want to. Like, let's take an example. Another game that abuses, because, you know, to me, I don't feel like this game abuses the fact that you have to get microtransactions. Ah, damn. But let's look at a game at 2K. I can remember when I played 2K11 to where it is now. Now, freaking 2K embodies freaking microtransactions. Like, now if you get this, you know, it has it to where if you get like the most top tier edition, you get VC coins with it. And most people, yeah, they're gonna do it because like they want their players to be ranked up high. Like I play NBA 2K22 and I pretty much decree this is gonna be my last 2K22. And the reason being because I played it and without me doing a microtransaction to buy the VC, my character was garbage. It was like, man, I remember playing 2K and I was at this rating and I was still making these type of shots. Now, oh no, I can't even do that no more. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm not doing that. And again, you know what? I had to use microtransactions and I did grind. I did, you know, because I like to grind. I grind on games. Like people who know me personally, they see me that I will grind when it comes to video games that I love. But there are certain things that I won't do. So on the real, I'm not going to grind no more when it comes to that. Cause I'm like, damn, I'm spending this amount of money, and I actually calculate how much money I spent on NBA 2K. I probably, in all microtransactions, I probably spent like, I'll probably say $240 in general. I didn't do nothing too crazy, but I just couldn't do it no more. Especially when, you know, you're trying to play the game, and now it embodies microtransactions. In this game, I don't really feel the sense of me having to do that. I feel like if I just play the game, I would get it. Like, look at this right here. 15,000 credits. Ain't too, you know, ain't much. But you know what? If I was to play this race, do this tournament probably for like an hour, I'd probably accumulate, let me see, 15. Let's see what the other race will do if I get first place. But while we're waiting, back to what I was saying. Let's look at another example of another game that embodies microtransaction, and this is hardcore embodiment of microtransactions, and that game is Warframe. If you play Warframe, if you ever play Warframe, it's a free-to-play game. It's fun, but that game embodies microtransactions. And it was just to a point where I just stopped playing because if I wanted cool stuff, I had to get do a microtransaction. And it's like, I never really heard too much riffraff about that game with the microtransactions. So it was just, it behooves me, it boggles my mind that when I hear stuff like this about this game, it's like, and I saw some, they got some low ratings, and I'm just like, for real though? Because and then, trust me, I saw some of the legendary cars. They all pricey. I saw some of them, and trust me, I get it. I understand that. But to be that outraged, come on, man. Let's be real. It's not that serious. Like games like GTA 5, yeah, I'll be pissed because all them damn DLCs coming out, and it's like, you see somehow how much of that stuff, some of that stuff costs. Like, you got arcades, you got bunkers, you got offices, you got, oh gosh, the list goes on and on with that. And honestly, it really deprived me from stop playing. The only reason why I recently got back on to playing GTA 5 is actually, my dad's playing it, and he knows some of his coworkers, so I jumped back on. And that's the only reason why, is because, to help them, get up and grind. But if it wasn't for them, Grand Theft Auto 5, it would be basically just be sitting on my damn hard drive, just collecting whatever micro dust, because I'm not dealing with it. And Fortnite too. Let's not forget Fortnite. I know so many parents that have kids that loves Fortnite, and like the money they spend on to get V-Bucks is insane. Like, I knew one of my friends' kids, all they wanted was money so they can buy V-Bucks for Fortnite. I'm like, wow. So when I'm hearing all this uproar of, Gran Turismo 7, oh man, you gotta spend all this money to, real money to buy these cars, it's like, I get it, but at the same time, like, it's your choice if you want to make that decision. And some of them cars they got people trying to get, yeah, they high quality, so what you expect. It's like the same principle of life. Like, if you want something fancy, you're going to pay top dollar. So, let me, you guys know what you feel. Like, comment, subscribe. I don't really care. I just want to hear your opinion. To me, like I said, I'm just voicing my opinion because I heard so much of it. And I'm like I said, I am not basically agreeing of their methods. I'm just saying that, why are you giving so much riffraff into this game that basically is doing what any other company is doing right now, because that's what it is now. And as gamers, we kind of basically we pretty much fed into this, to be honest, because we did microtransactions. Okay, so now I got 10,000 credits, and now overall, let me see, overall ranking on the top 20. Okay, so let me see, 15, and then I got 20. So that's 35. So if you do that probably for like an hour, you can rank up some decent credits. Let's be real, but you just gotta grind. But in all honesty, guys, just enjoy the game. I understand, like, just enjoy what you can with the game. You bought it. It is what it is. If, how I see it is, if you're gonna give, Gran Turismo 7 a lot of smack about it for having then all games they all gotta get that same. If you're going to give heat to Gran Turismo, give it to every other game that has a microtransaction. And if you're supporting any other, if you're doing microtransactions on other games, then that same energy that you have towards this game, you need to have it towards that game also. You know, then, you know, we as gamers, we need to stop it. We need to stop the microtransactions. We need to stop, you know, supporting it. Period. So maybe with other the game developers, they see if, you know, us gamers are not doing microtransactions no more. Guess what? They're gonna have to come to the conclusion that, you know, we're gonna have to go another direction. So, but that's all the time I'm gonna give you. You know, well, let me rephrase. That's all the time I have at the moment. You know, I have another phone call and I got a couple of text messages to answer. But guys, listen, hold strong. You know what I'm saying? This game your butts off. Grind if you have to. Just take the L and just grind, man. You probably like it if you actually grind. It's a racing game, for Pete's sake. Tune up your car, get some credits, you know, fix up these beautiful cars. Just have fun. But this is you know, man, this game of 255, the big MG, yo. Listen, if y'all wanna race, you know what I'm saying, I'm all for it. Let's have some fun. Let's enjoy this game somehow. But I'm out. Peace.